Hi there, Anne here from Famesolutely. Let's talk about something that many hotels and restaurants underestimate when they start working with social media. It's art direction. Most businesses think social media is simple. Take a few photos, post them online, maybe write a caption, and hope people notice. But professional hospitality brand works very differently. Behind many successful hotel and restaurant accounts, there is actually a structured creative process. And at the center of it is something called art direction. An art director does two things at the same time. First, they define the creative strategy, the visual style, the mood, the message, and what the brand wants to communicate. And second, they coordinate the work of all the creative team, like photographers, designers, content writers, editors, sometimes even models and stylists. Without that coordination, creative projects often become chaotic and are losing their structure. Photographers shoot in their own style, designers create visuals that don't match the branding, copywriters write captions that don't match the visual message, and that sound like ChatGPT. The result is a social media account that feel inconsistent. Art direction solved that problem by aligning all the creative work around one single vision. Now, there is another concept that plays a huge role in professional social media production, is post-batching. Instead of creating content every week or every few days, brand can produce large quantities of content in advance. For example, hundreds of posts created during a concentrated production period. This approach is called batching. During a project we did at Famesolutely in the hospitality industry here in Koh Samui, the idea was to produce a lot of content for a hospitality group. So the production process involved several photo shoots each week. Each shoot lasted several hours and involved multiple photographers and models. And we had an additional challenge with the food outlets because we had to photoshoot the entire menu in one single day and only in the hours where the restaurant is low in client traffic, which required a really carefully planned workflow because we had to have photographers working simultaneously on the same dish in different locations of the restaurant. That was a lot of fun. All the production phase lasted maybe about a month. Photography, editing, caption writing, and keyword research. In total, the project generated about 400 social media posts for 4 outlets of one hospitality group. That amount of content can support a brand social media presence for many months, depending on how frequently the brand is publishing. Which raises an interesting question. What exactly does 100 posts represent? Depending on the posting rhythm, 100 posts can cover anywhere from 2 months to 6 months of content. For a hospitality brand, posting around 3 times per week is usually considered the minimum. And publishing every second day really creates a strong result because the algorithm is favoring consistent activity. But the best is posting daily or even several times per day. And when you do that, the algorithm is pushing your content organically. But not always. It should be done right. And you see, consistency is the real power behind batching. Creating posts in advance make it much easier to maintain a stable visual style and regular publishing schedule. It also saves a huge amount of time compared to producing content on the go. Also, batching allows the brand to follow a clear storyline across its social media account. Instead of random posts, the content becomes a structured narrative about the experience the property or restaurant offers. But successful social media require more than good photography. It requires planning and strategy. At first glance, social media may look easy because everyone has a personal account, right? But business accounts operate under very different expectations. A hotel or restaurant social media account need a clear balance. Part of the content should be about the brand image, like the atmosphere, the lifestyle, the experience. and another part should present the product, like the rooms, the food, the service. And when this balance is done correctly, something interesting happens. Followers begin to identify with the brand. They share the content, recommend the place to friends, and sometimes even become customers themselves. In a way, the audience become part of the marketing system. Now there is another question that often comes up. Can a business simply create all this content using an iPhone? For some types of video, the answer is yes. Short-form content like stories, reels, or casual behind-the-scene clips often works perfectly when filmed with a phone. But professional photography is a different story. For hotels and restaurants, especially, visual quality directly influences trust. Because guests judge the experience long before they arrive. And that judgment is based largely on the visuals. And professional photographers use specialized equipment and editing techniques that produce images with much higher quality and consistency. Those images form the visual foundation of the brand. Videos also have different requirements depending on the platform. Short-form social media videos may look perfectly fine on a phone screen, but long-form videos, especially content viewed on larger screens like smart TVs, usually benefit from professional cameras and videographers. In the end, successful hospitality social media rarely happen by accident. It's the result of strategy, planning, creative coordination, and consistent visual storytelling. Post-batching make that process efficient. Art direction keep the message clear. And together they transform social media from a random collection of posts into something much more powerful, a visual extension of the brand itself. Don't forget to check our website at famesalutely.com to know more about marketing and our case studies. If you found this useful, subscribe for more insight on marketing, branding for hospitality, luxury villas, real estate, and F&B. This is Famesalutely, a boutique marketing and branding agency based in Koh Samui, Thailand. And remember, at Famesalutely, we make brands absolutely famous. Bye!